of a different setup today because I'm on my bed. So this one's a vlog. Today is January 30th. The last vlog was on the 21st, so it's been a few days and a lot really happened in this like week and a little bit. So two main things though. Two. So which one should I start with? So it's not in order, but let's start with the most recent stuff that happened. So the past 2 days, today and yesterday, I went to a class for work. Um, so currently I'm an oncology nurse, and this class was about bone marrow transplants. So that was really interesting. So I'm a, kind of stepping back. I'm an oncology nurse, but I do pretty poorly in my hematology, immunology. Um, I'm med-surg certified registered nurse, but that was the area that I did most poorly in, and even with my nursing prereqs, I didn't do so well in microbiology. But aside, like put that aside, um, the concept of bone marrow transplants that it was very interesting. Because I'm on night shift, I don't know if I will ever do get to do one, but just like this concept of, well, I'm like used to like heart transplants, like lung transplants, and solid organ transplants, but it's really interesting that by transplanting like stem cells and bone marrow, um, that eventually that becomes a part of the host, like the person you give your bone marrow to. So like they don't have to be on all these like immunosuppressants. Like it's not a lifetime thing, which is really cool. Like I never really even thought about that. Um, it's like your immune system, like the person who donates, their immune system like becomes the other person's. And I also learned that like you change your blood type too. So that's like mind blown. So, oh yeah, and today Raven's not here. She's sleeping in her little house. So, we'll miss her, but I know we have a lot of Raven fans. But she will appear in the future videos, and she's doing well. So yeah, that was cool. Um, but being on night shift, and then I have traffic during the day, so I get to the hospital at 4:30. Or no, I wake up at 4:30, and then I get there at 5:30 for a 7 o'clock class. So like it's my sleep time. But I really wanted to talk about my week before I did go to sleep, because I work tomorrow, and then I have some few other things coming up which I want to make another video of. So yep. So that was 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Interesting that happened. And then the second thing, which was like the highlight of my week, is that I've been talking to this Japanese publishing company in Japan, about writing a book. So writing a book has been something that's kind of like it's been on my mind since I was little, but and I like actually wrote stuff, and like my aunt used to work at a publisher, so I had her read it, and then kind of noticed that I'm not like creative, like writing fiction and making up stories. So what I read about is like my own experience, and she was saying that I kind of have to be like a credible, like successful person in order to like make this kind of valuable, which is like I'm sure there's some opinions about that statement, but in terms of like a book that sells, I guess, and like she did have a point. So it's been kind of like lingering, but it's also been a motivation to do better in my life. Kind of being that successful person, so like my stories are credible. Um, and then yeah, it just came back as a New Year's resolution this year, and then I kind of like I have zero knowledge of writing a book, but I reached out to this one publisher, um, and they said like my whatever I wrote was interesting. So um, that's interesting. Like that's exciting, super exciting. I'm still kind of talking to them before I write a contract. I think I'll like talk more in another YouTube video. I'm kind of thinking about it's not this isn't solid, but like making another channel just dedicated for that, and so it will be in probably Japanese because it is a publishing company in Japan. It is going to be released in Japanese, but I will put so I think right now English subtitles. So if you're interested, and when that project comes along, I will definitely talk about it. Um, so yeah, um, zero knowledge. So this everything's like everything's new. Um, and I feel like I met somebody who I can like really ask questions to. Um, yeah, so that's and more to come, more info to come. Super exciting. I'll be like a nurse slash author. Um, yeah, it's like that's like a YOLO moment for me. Like I don't really drink, I don't party, but like you live life once, and just working and going home and living that like typical life, which is like it's good for some people, but I just never imagined myself doing that. And like writing a book and like exploring consistently like exploring new things, challenging new things is kind of that's how I roll. So, and yep, super excited for this new journey. So it's been quite a good week. But today I did have a little anxiety attack. Not little, quite big one. So, I was stuck in traffic. I'm not used to LA traffic too much. I don't have to deal with it as night shift, but I was stuck in traffic for 2 weeks. I mean, wait, 2 weeks. Whoa, that sucks. 2 hours. And yeah, I just got an argument with my partner, and it kind of ended pretty nasty. So, um, that's also kind of what motivated me to make this video, kind of talk out in the positives in life. And I went to tennis today, and so I think like being stuck in traffic, being confined in a place, um, and also the argument was it was in a way that whatever I say, I probably lost. Like if there's a win or lose, I probably like lost. Um, as in there was no good answer. So like being kind of like verbally cornered, um, and physically trapped in traffic. I think my anxiety like it triggered it, and like it got to the point where I was like biting my hand, like ugh. So my hand kind of hurts right now, and it's also dry because from working and all the sanitizing. I'm doing hand washing, like nursing 101. But I just been forgetting to put lotion on. So, oh, but anyways, so like yeah, like biting and like it just I just needed to release that energy. So I went to tennis, which was good. Um, yeah, so I'm much calmer right now, but um, with all especially with new challenges and stuff, it's important to like self-care. I used to meditate, which I think I should go back to. I really like the concept of like um, just taking a moment, like you don't there's nowhere you need to be right now, like being in the present and like just loving yourself, not because of like the stuff you do, but like no matter what I just loving for myself for who I am, like regardless of if you know I don't have to do something to impress myself, which is important. So okay, So I wanted to update, hey, make a video, although it's on my bed, and the timer, or not timer, the time is saying that it's 10 minutes. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I will make another video soon. So see you next time.